You want to start breaking down the movie?
Yeah, so a long time ago in a galaxy kind of not that far away, and by long ago, I mean like a couple weeks ago, movie time.
Yeah. And by far away, it's like what? Several hundred, or is it in the thousands of miles away?
It's probably
Several
in the
hundred.
light years away, multiple light years.
Well, from where we are to Hawaii, I mean.
Oh, yeah, it's a few thousand miles.
Okay, there you go.
So Zach Galifianakis makes an adorable little monster that likes to swear, and because of that, he must be eliminated from existence. Both of them.
Yeah, a little force of destruction called Stitch.
Yeah, and Stitch, instead of being captured to be destroyed or not, and just like thrown off into the depths of space, steals a police car, and a police car is a spaceship. And just in case you didn't know, Jarvis.
Oh, thank you.
And he crashes on Hawaii. Meanwhile, on land, but not the mainland.
No.
In the better lands, in my opinion. Have you been to Hawaii before, Jarvis?
No, I have not.
It is beautiful.
That's what I've heard. Maybe someday.
Maybe someday. We'll shoot the follow-up episode of this in Hawaii.
We should have shot this in Hawaii.
Yeah. We'll do it next time, whenever the full-time movie fans pay for it.
We could be on location.
Oh, that's what we'll call it. We'll call it full-time movie fans on location.
That'll be for the members only in the Patreon.
Yeah. We'll be wearing Speedos.
So you definitely want to tune in for that.
Definitely want to tune in for that. So, we're introduced to our main character, Nani, who is working a day job and taking care of her little sister. And she's getting off work and trying to make it to her little sister Lilo's hula recital. But car doesn't start. She's running late. She doesn't make it on time. And she can't even pick Lilo up because she's not there. So she drives home and the door's locked. And Lilo won't let her in. Lilo's a adorable little monster.
Yeah. Well, we've already seen the fact that she's also getting bullied and the other kids don't really like her that much, right?
Yes. But this isn't about Lilo. This is about Nani.
Well, I think it's important to talk about how Lilo's...
Okay, Lilo's not very popular.
Because she's kind of a weird kid.
Yeah, she's a little chaotic menace.
Yeah. And also I want to point out that they try to set up Ohana as not just meaning your immediate family, but also your neighbors potentially.
Yeah, your neighbor that very point blank says, "Hey, you should give your sister up to the States so that you can follow your dreams and go to a marine biology school in Tennessee."
I think they should merge,
or San Diego. I don't remember.
I think they should merge Lilo and Stitch with 50 First Dates. Because she's in both the neighbors in both of the movies. She
bad advice.
She owns that little diner where Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore's character meet, and they build the little Waffle House. Have you not seen 50 First Dates?
Not in a long time.
She owns the little diner that they meet at.
Okay.
So I thought it would be funny if that's she's still the same person.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of funny, I think.
Well, we'll do it in the remake of Lilo and Stitch.
Okay.
Sound good?
The extended universe.
Oh, the Lilo and Stitch cinematic universe?
Yeah.
The LSCU.
There we go.
So Nani's trying to break into the house, but the social worker arrives at the same time. It's like the original movie. If you've seen the original movie, it's kind of like that, except, very heavy-handed on the you should probably give your sister up and go to school. Ohana means doing what you want with your life and not caring about your family. But it's okay because you have a portal gun. We'll get to that part. Have you played Portal?
No, but...
Great game.
Portals, yeah. Portals are fun.
The social worker sees how chaotic everything is like, look, it's going up to my supervisor. If you can get these things done in the next couple of weeks, you can keep your sister. Otherwise, I'm taking her. And Nani goes, okay. And then they have a cute little moment where Lilo goes, I like you a lot more as a sister than a mom. Their parents are dead, by the way.
Most Disney parents don't make it to adulthood.
It's also crazy for them to say because they mention it like 5 or 6 times a minute.
Yeah, there's always a picture of them in the background somewhere.
And they were the best parents.
I think, you know what, I think that would have been funny.
Parents.
I think that would have been funny if they made that like an Easter egg. They just put the photos of their families like everywhere in every scene. Just in the background somewhere.
Yeah.
Just to remind you about family.
And then
speaking of Ohana, I think they should do a crossover with Fast and the Furious.
I'm going to cut your mic off soon.
Just like Disney cut all the good stuff out of Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, yes. So a spaceship falls from the sky. You know what other movie has a spaceship? Interstellar. That's a movie about corn. And Lilo thinks that it's a shooting star falling out of the sky. You know what other movie has a shooting star in it, Jarvis?
Okay, I'm reading you loud and clear. I'm just going to get out.
I'm going to get you one of these little things, but it's just going to have sound effects.
Womp womp. You're going to put that after every time I make a joke.
No, you're going to put that after every time you make a joke.
Womp womp womp.
So Lilo wishes for an angel to be her best friend, the nicest one that they could ever get.
There's angels
in the outfield.
We talk about they're in the outfield.
In the outfield. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, this has been Full-Time Movie Friends.
What are we?
5-time movie friends.
Fast and Furious friends.
She prays to the angels.
And the angels give her a little blue monster that likes chaos. But he gets put into a dog pound, and she adopts him. I am glossing over like small little bits here, but they're not like massive things. David shows up at some point and says that he loves Nani, and in very intimate ways.
Put in the comments if you love Nani.
I love animated Nani.
Everyone does.
That's not a hot take. So she gets the little blue monster, and Nani goes, "No, we can't do that. I have to do all of these things," and ends up bringing them to work. For some reason, that wasn't actually clarified. Just not leaving her at home by herself like she usually does. But yeah, they go to work, and Stitch catches a table on fire, and Nani gets fired for that because that's obviously her fault, right?
Yeah, that seemed a little bogus.
Yeah, and so now she must take Lilo and Stitch to go job hunting because she needs to have a job, because she needs to get health insurance for when they eventually, like, that was a very that was a heavy point.
Yeah,
they need health insurance.
You need to do this. Like this.
Yeah,
is,
it was like you got to clean the house, you got to do laundry, you got to get health insurance. Those are the important things in life.
Yeah, those are the 3 things. Not in that level of importance, not in that order, but
all 3 of those things.
Right, but use your brain to figure out which one of those is the most important.
Yeah. So Nani has to find another job.
I do want to make a point of, I think one of my favorite scenes is when Stitch is in the high chair at the restaurant, and David's like, "Is that actually a dog?" And she kind of looks over at Stitch, and she's, as the cutest kid ever, says, looks over, thinks about it, and says, "Yeah." And Stitch is just like,
it is
angry.
That was another one of those cute moments from the originals.
Yeah, that's so she executed that scene well.
Yeah, it was very good. So she gets denied from all the jobs because Lilo is at the same time trying to teach Stitch how to not be bad. It's pretty much, and this is another one of those like things that irked me a little bit, was that it was just framed as, "You're bad, you need to be more good," and then he just went, "Yeah, sounds reasonable to me. Gotta be more good." Whereas in the original, it was like, hey, you're lashing out. It's probably because you don't really feel like you fit in, but like we're your family and we love and care about you. Yeah. Is the whole ugly duckling thing just got ripped out of the story.
And Ohana means that we'll only leave you when it benefits us.
Ohana means family, and family means if you get a full ride scholarship to the school of your dreams, you'd leave them.
You get to say, well, see you later.
So Nani gets a job teaching surfing lessons, which is actually something she loves to do. Yeah. And on the first day out, Stitch wants to go, but he's also a very heavy boy when he gets into water and drowns. That's like his only weakness.
I'm also a pretty heavy boy, but I float.
Yeah, I do like a half and half. I like to float, but I also like to sink. We'll figure it out eventually. And Jumba and Pleakley, which, by the way, they've been a part of this the whole time. They're supposed to be trying to hunt down Stitch, are very aggressive about it while they're surfing. Oh, yeah. And causes them to crash, and Stitch tries to not drown by using Lilo as a flotation device, which causes Lilo to kind of drown a little bit, but not, like, drown.
Yeah. I concur.
Like, they bring her to shore, and she spits up water, and they're like, get an ambulance! Get an ambulance right now!
She's already doing the thing that they wanted to do, which is breathing.
Right, and so this brings them to the hospital, where Nani's freaking out and worried about Lilo, and the nurse walks out and was like, yeah, she asked if she could do something. I don't remember. And she was like, oh, okay, everything's fine then. And then the social worker who was there was like, hey, this is why you needed the health insurance. And Nani's like, I don't have the ability to pay for any of this. And the social worker's like, well, the state could pay for it all if you sign your rights away to your sister.
Yeah. And that was the very realistic part of in the real world, like healthcare is expensive, and
that was realistic. Yeah, immediately when they were like, "Hey, we got to get an ambulance," I did lean over to Sybil and I said, "In this economy?"
Oh no! Yeah. Oh no!
So you're spitting up water. You're fine.
She needs a job first.
So Nani decides that she's going to give Lilo up, but kind of chickens out of telling Lilo that. And then Stitch gets it in his head that he's ruining the entire family, so he tries to run away.
Where did he get that idea from?
I don't remember.
David said it to Stitch. He was like, things have only gotten worse since you got here.
Yeah, which isn't true, because it was already bad.
Agreed.
So, yeah, they then move on to the part where Stitch is being aggressively hunted down, and the day that Lilo's supposed to be taken away by social services, Lilo isn't in her room that morning because Stitch ran away, and she's trying to go look for Stitch
because she understands that Ohana means family, and nobody likes
and family means.
Well, see you later.
Social services pays for your medical bills if your family can't.
Yeah.
So Lilo finds Stitch back at the pound, and then Jumba also finds them at the pound, and a brawl ensues with a portal gun from the game Portal, like almost exactly the way that it functions. That was not in the original series, as far as I can remember. And and Stitch steals the portal gun. They get out. Blah blah blah. Jumba starts trying to burn the house down. When they get back to the house, Jumba's just kind of overall kind of a dick, and then shoots a portal onto a spaceship and steals Stitch, and decides that he's going to change him into 627. But that doesn't actually happen. And Lilo and Stitch both thwart his things on the spaceship, and he gets ejected into the ocean. And then they crash into the ocean where Stitch drowns again, and Lilo gets rescued by David and Nani, and then Nani sea walks Stitch
like
back
mom.
to the
like their mom.
Yeah, and her. They had a thing where she learned about it. Yeah, That was part of why she got the full ride scholarship, was because she was able to
She was a good sea walker.
walk on the ocean floor for a long period of time.
So like when they asked her, they were like, when she was filling out her applications, they were like, "What's your name?" And she's like, "Nani." "What's your last name?" And she was like, "Sea Walker."
Yeah. That was a Skywalker joke if you didn't catch it.
You didn't like that one?
It was a high level one.
Nani Sea Walker.
But okay. Hey, he's here all week, folks.
This is what you come here for.
This is what you come here for. And then the alien lady who is part of the
Intergalactic Council of whatever.
Yeah.
Something or other.
Yeah, comes in and goes, "I got to take this dangerous monster away, unless you've learned to love." And Stitch goes, yes, this is my family. I love them. And she goes, "Okay, well, your sentence is exile here on the planet Earth for all eternity." And everyone goes, "Yay!"
And then Nani was like, "See you later."
And then Nani does still give Lilo away to the state. But the thing is it doesn't matter, because she gets adopted by the neighbor who could have just helped take care of her the whole time.
The whole time.
So like, and then Nani's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go off and also be able to FaceTime you or whatever." But they got the portal gun, so like, there's no stakes to this whole movie.
You know what? You know what interested me is that the house that Nani and Lilo lived in was huge.
Oh yeah, and
David
and very fun.
David and the neighbor could have just moved in, and that they could have sold their house and made some money, and that could be the new house, and they all could have just been a family together in Ohana without any of the craziness.
Yeah, without any of the weird colonial overtones of trying to drive the natives away from their families.
Yeah. How do you like your Lilo and Stitch with colonial overtones?
I love, oh my God, let me tell you something. Me as a white man, I love colonial overtones.
He wakes up in the mornings every day for the colonial overtones.
I've got a picture of George Washington right next to my bathroom mirror just so I can remember where we came from.
It's big enough to where he puts his face on top of Washington's face.
And I kiss it.
Yeah.
That's Lilo and Stitch. That's the movie Lilo and Stitch, 2025. Hey. You look good over there.
Look real good.
Have you thought about sharing your kindness with others?
Share the love.
Maybe like the video. Click on that subscribe button. And show your friends.
Yeah, just touch it ever so lightly, that like button. Move over to the subscribe button. Maybe tap your keyboard just a little bit. Leave a comment. Bye.
That's it.